children, welcome to another lesson in science. Today we'll talk about diversity of matter and then we'll look at materials. By the materials we are looking at mixtures. So by the end of today's lesson, you should be able to describe a solid liquid mixture and then explain how to separate the components. So today what we will do is that we will do an experiment on how to separate a solid liquid material using the filtration method and then the evaporation method. Good. So our keywords remains the same as last week's keywords. Our first keyword is solid. So solid is when something is firm or stable in shape. For example, we have the sun, the coin, the rock. They are solid in shape. And then we have liquid. So liquid is a substance that flows freely. So any substance that flows freely, such as water or oil, we can say that it is liquid. And then we have mixture. A mixture is a substance made by mixing other substances together. So when you mix two or more things together, it becomes a mixture. And then we have component. It is a part of a larger whole. It is part of a whole. That is component. So part of something can be termed as a component. Good. So we looked at mixtures and then we looked at solid liquid mixtures. So a solid liquid mixture, we said, is a mixture formed by mixing a solid and a liquid. So when we mix a solid and a liquid, it becomes a solid liquid mixture. So we have different kinds of solid liquid mixtures on our screen. The first one, we can see salt being mixed with water. So the salt is the liquid and then the salt is the solid and the liquid is the water. And then we have the sand and water. And then we have our gari with our granules mixed with water and milk. So these are mixtures. In other words, they are solid liquid mixtures. Good. So last week we had a mixture, or we did a mixture, that is sand and water. That is the solid liquid mixture. And then we also did salt and water. So today what we are about to do is that we are about to separate the mixtures. We will do an experiment on one of the methods of separating a solid liquid mixture. Now let us move on to the methods of separating solid liquid mixture. So as we said, solid liquid mixture is a mixture of a solid substance and a liquid substance. So it can be separated by two methods. So we have the filtration method and then we have the evaporation method. The filtration method. Good. So we'll have an experiment on how to separate a solid liquid mixture, that's the sand and water, by the filtration method. The filtration method involves separating a solid and liquid mixture. So I have my setup with me. I have my cup, my funnel, with my filter paper inside the funnel. I hope you can see it clearly. That's the funnel, the filter paper inside the funnel with my cup. Good. So we'll separate our solid liquid mixture using the filtration method. Good. So as we can see on our screen, we can see an example of the filtration method on our screen. So that is what we'll be doing. So we have our solid and liquid mixture over here, our filter paper, as we can see inside our funnel, with our filter funnel, and then our cap. So there we go. So we realize that whenever you are doing the filtration method, so with the filtration method, we pour everything together. Good. So we realize that it is only the liquid or the water that came out from the funnel, and then we are left with the sand, as you can see, in the filter paper. So the filter paper does not allow the sand to enter the cup. It is only the liquid. So that is about the filtration method. So we have our liquid separated from our solid, as we can see. So that is about the filtration method. So the filtration method leaves the solid in the filter paper, and then the liquid comes out into the cup. Okay, so separating sand and water can be done by the filtration method, as we saw. And then this method involves the use of a filter paper. So the water that comes out from the filter paper is known as the filtrate. So the water or the liquid is known as the filtrate. And then the solid left in the filter paper is known as the residue. The residue. Good. And the other method is known as the evaporation. So this method is used to separate a soluble solid from a liquid. That is any solid that can disappear or dissolve in water. We use the evaporation method. So for example, when you want to separate salt from water, we can use the evaporation method. So we can see that on our screen, which uses the heat to take out the water from the salt. So the mixture of salt and water is placed under heat, that is fire. So the water will have to boil for some time, for a long time, so that the water can disappear and then leave whitish substance in the basin. So that is about the evaporation method. Very good, children. So today we have looked at the methods used in separating solid liquid mixtures. So you can try that at home, especially the filtration method. It is very easy. Alright, children, I'll see you on Zoom, and then we'll continue from there. Stay safe, and then bye-bye for now.